Hello there YouTube, it's Ryan, not Callie, and I am so excited. They just dropped another Splatoon 3 trailer, and it's time to analyze this thing to death like I promised. I'm also going to be going over some news that was featured, not in the direct, but on some announcements Nintendo posted on their official website and their Twitter accounts. So, let's get right into it. So kicking things off here, we have some returning weapons. We can see that the bow over here, of course, that's brand new. We have the Splash-O-Matic, the Undercover Umbrella, and the Gloogadoolies here on the yellow team. Please bring back the Dooley Squelchers. And on the blue team, we have the 96 Gal, which was confirmed in the first trailer, the brand new Splat Charger design, a Clash Blaster, everyone's favorite, and the brand new Splat Roller. At first I thought the roller didn't have a shirt on, but he actually does, it's just the lighting. So after launching into battle here, we see our first change. The Clash Blaster looks like it got bigger. Look at that big explosion. I went to the actual game in Splatoon 2, and I compared the two blast radiuses, and it looks bigger in Splatoon 3. So all the casual players are probably quaking in their boots right now. Except me. I'm technically a casual player, but I don't really fear the Clash Blaster that much. It kinda sucks. You can also see a burst bomb being thrown here, which I think is part of the Splash-O-Matic set, because here you can see the Gloogadoolies, the Umbrella, and the bow. However, weapon kits are not final between trailers and the final release, so I'm not going to be bringing up any more weapon kits in the rest of this video. There's also a brand new visual effect when you charge your special weapon. These white lines appear that wasn't there before. Let's take a look at the brand new Crab Tank special, is what it's called on the official Nintendo website. You have two main methods of attacking. One of them is to just shoot out standard bullets, which seem to travel pretty far, and they're a 4-shot kill. And then you also have these explosions, like the Explosher, which seem to kill in 2 shots with indirect hits. We don't know if a direct hit will kill in 1 hit or not. And for mobility, it's like the baller, where you can just roll around and get to places a lot easier. You can also climb walls with this thing too. If I had to guess, it would function kind of like the Squeezer, where the automatic fire is the 4-shot kill with long range, while tapping the button will produce the exploding shots. And then you can also use ZL to maybe roll around or something like that. In the original Splatoon 3 trailer, you can also see the crab moving around on its own, so maybe you can also get out of the crab and have it function on its own while you go do your own stuff. Alright, let's talk about this game's bubbler slash ink armor. It's called the Big Bubbler, yet another creative name by Nintendo. We can see here that a bomb will actually explode on impact with it, so it's kind of like the Rainmaker shield. Though we don't know if it's actually taking any damage or not. There is a possibility they can break this shield though, because if you look here at this Undercover Umbrella, the shield is not getting damage from the roller's attacks, so maybe they just haven't finished the animation for that kind of stuff yet. Because, well, if you can't break that thing, it's gonna be broken. Like, can you imagine this thing on Splat Zones, where you can't break it? Or what if it's on the tower in tower control, and it moves with the tower, and you just can't do anything about it? At the very least, if you can't break it, you should be able to walk through the thing and kill people inside. Because otherwise, this is gonna be the most busted special in the game. I also went frame by frame here, and you can see here that the shield takes about 20 or so frames to start up once you put the thing down. Oh yeah, and before we change scenes, this stage's name is called Eel Tail Alley. It seems to be our Urgent Underpass slash Reef variation for this game. And the one we saw in the very first Splatoon 3 trailer is called Scorch Gorge. A couple other special weapon names were also revealed. These lasers here are the Killer Whale 5.1. Not sure why it's called 5.1, there's 6 of them, but fair enough. And this Inkzooka here is actually called the Trizooka. There's one more special weapon, but we'll get to that because it was shown off in this trailer. Museum Delfonsino is back, and this is the exact same one as the one in Inkopolis. So, it seems that you can just kind of go back and forth between Splatsville and Inkopolis whenever you like when it comes to the stages, so anything can come back realistically. Please don't bring back Mori Towers. We can see in the bottom left here that the bow actually paints now. In the Splatoon 3 reveal trailer and in the Switch OLED trailer, the bow just didn't paint at all. So it's good to see that they actually caught that and fixed it. In this scene here, we can see an Inkjet landing marker. Some people think that means Inkjet's gonna come back, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna be happening. If we have Inkjet coming back, and we have the Crab Special, which shoots Inkjet-like shots, and the Inkzooka, I think there's going to be too mumuch overlap for that to be happening. And also, the special they show off in the next scene also has a landing marker. So this inkjet marker here might have just been a placeholder for an older build until they can get the actual real marker for the special in there. So let's take a look at that special next. Alright, now I don't care what anyone says, I'm gonna call it the Spider-Man special because that's basically what it is. With the Spider-Man special here, you can latch onto walls with your tentacles and just kind of zip over to there. And you can wall jump off of that, which is really cool. You can see in this area here, the Splash-O-Matic still retains its perfect jump RNG from Splatoon 1 to kill this charger here. And also, the charger does not seem to have a laser sight, which is interesting. And the grapple seems to have a lot of range. You can see here, he grapples from this end all the way across the middle onto the enemy side. Now, as cool as the special looks, I don't think it's gonna be that, like, insane. It's probably gonna be a very situational special. Like, here in Museum, it's really good because there's a lot of walls you can latch onto and swing over and wall jump and kill people, but on a stage like Eel Tail Alley, which is that, you know, that first stage that was shown off in this trailer, it's pretty flat. There's not a lot of walls you can grab onto, so I don't think it's gonna be that useful over there. And sure, you can just like run around and kill people, but you still have to jump back at the end and you can just camp your landing. But yeah, the special, as cool as it looks, I think it's gonna be pretty situational for some maps and modes. The Undercover Umbrella does a squid roll here, and for some reason now you glow whenever you do a squid roll, which is cool, I guess. Or they gave Undercover Umbrella a charge hold, which is... it's very unlikely and it's really stupid if they do, but that's a possibility, as low as it might be. When I first saw this scene here, I thought the Gloogadoos were jump teching like how the Dewey Squelchers could do it, but going frame by frame, it's kind of hard to tell. They really sped up the footage, but if every Dewey can jump tech, that would be pretty cool, even though it would make the CDS kind of lose a bit of its identity. It also looks like the Glooga's rolls don't cover that much distance anymore, which I'm not sure how to feel about that. Also, you can see the Zipcaster being forced to jump back after he kills that charger, which is what that landing marker was all about, like I said before. Curling Bomb also seems to be making a return. You can see this thing exploding right down here. Bunch of new gear pieces being shown off here. I really like some of these shoes. The big bubbler also goes through objects well. You can see it protecting the area underneath the bridge, sort of, right down there. This female Inkling does not have a cut in her eyebrow, which is something that we saw in the original Splatoon 3 trailer, so maybe eyebrows are also customized in this game as well. Let's talk about the brand new Hero Mode. We have some news from Nintendo here. You are controlling the brand new Agent 3. What happened to the old Agent 3, you might ask? She got promoted to Commander, which is really cool. Captain Cuttlefish is on retirement. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Agent 3's character growth? Like, she started off as just some random kid soldier, and then got brainwashed, and also total badass in Octo Expansion, and now she gets to boss around the Squid Sisters. That's crazy. And also, I love the brand new Squid Sister outfits. They look so good. I think it's kind of cute that it looks like Callie borrowed Marie's dress. The hero mode seems to look more of the same with like some Mario Galaxy style platforming levels, but there also seems to be some more open areas as well, which is very interesting. I think the open areas where you explore are just simply hub worlds where you go access the standard hero mode platforming levels, so I'm not expecting anything game changing here. It's just like expanded versions of the hub worlds we've seen in Splatoon 1 and 2. You can see here that you can throw little buddy at this weird colored ink, and what happens if you touch the ink normally is that you just lose most of your mobility and you can only just roll around. However, little buddy can eat the ink and you can just progress forward that way. He also is able to attack Octarians by biting at their little, their feet. Ugh. Most of the hero mode scenes are very rapid fire and don't really explain much, or there's not much to talk about in general. However, in one of these scenes here, there is a sloshing machine being used in one of the levels. Honestly, this scene here gives me some real Octo Expansion vibes, which is really cool. One of the last things we see in this trailer is DJ Octavio in a brand new mech taking a tumble. I think he might be an ally this time because if you look here at this official artwork, DJ Octavio is here, but he doesn't seem very villainy here. After all, his people is being turned into furries, so you would want to stop that, right? The end of this trailer shows our brand new Agent 3 waking up in a location called Alterna, which is a snowy area. it seems that there is a split between desert environments and snowy environments as shown by these two hero suits which are designated for their respective locations. So that is everything I was able to find in the brand new Splatoon 3 trailer. If you made it this far and enjoy what you see, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more Splatoon 3 content as we get more news and as the game releases, as well as Splatoon 2 content because, well, we're stuck with this for at least another couple months. Also, if there's anything you think that I missed, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, and Timmy Turner is now a Splatoon character.